Yang Qian is China's first athlete to be born in the 2000s to win 2 gold medals at an Olympic Games.
感受就是我觉得。
Taking part in large-scale competitions like the Olympics and the national games is a very valuable experience for all athletes. It's also good for our future development. But what's important to me is that I get to learn how to maintain my normal standard of performance under stressful circumstances at stimulating competitions.
自己正常的发挥，我觉得这个是特别重要的。
With the Tokyo Games having just recently wrapped up, there wasn't much time to switch focus to competing on a domestic front and deal with pandemic prevention measures. However, despite the quick turnaround, she still left with a successful medal haul.
It's been a very successful national games for her. She's different to other athletes. To win 2 golds at the Olympics before winning 2 more at the national games is a very difficult achievement. She's truly an outstanding athlete.
China's prowess in shooting is well known. The country's athletes on the range have achieved success on the Olympic stage, as well as other international events over the past few years. So that's why for Yang, winning at a national games is just as valuable, since the standards are so high.
我觉得首先咱们国内的
The standard of shooting in our country is very high. It's just as high as in other international competitions. In the women's individual 10-meter air rifle qualifying, one score of more than 630 didn't even get into the final. So I think our Chinese athletes are all very strong, and some of them are in very good form.
都很强。
It's easy to forget that this double Olympic champion still has the best years ahead of her. But at such an early age, she's proved she has the mental strength to deal with her sport.
我觉得杨倩本身就是清华大学，她
Yang studies at Tsinghua University. She's an outstanding person to be able to study and train as an athlete. As coaches, we just follow basic routines and try to encourage all athletes to be well developed in all areas.
做一个全面的运动员这样子。
But for now, the short-term goals remain simple.
就是想。
I just want to have a good rest and go with my parents back home.
It's been a year of first for this 21-year-old sharpshooter. Her maiden Olympics was marked with victory in the women's singles, and she leaves her first national games with 2 golds and a bronze. With a long career ahead of her, she will be targeting more success in the future. Mandan, CGTN, Xi'an.